Hello everyone, welcome. It's demo time here. This is Jen with Roxy Bonds Creates, and if you don't see live up here in the corner, you're watching a replay. Today I'm super excited to teach you how to make a Christmas star. So actually you can make this star really for anything. It's you can make it into an ornament or just into some kind of a paper decoration. But we're going to make it into a Christmas star, and I'm excited to show you today. So let's get started. For this piece here, I needed 8 3x3 pieces of paper. So I only have 4 right here because I've already done half of it. But you need 8 pieces of 3x3. Okay. And then you also are going to need some kind of like a decorative piece for the front and for the back. So it could just be like a plain white circle. This is about 2 inches, I think. Let me measure. Yeah, it's about 2 inches. 2-inch circle, and then on the front it's about the little bit bigger, but you could do about between 2.5 inch, some kind of a decorative piece. Doesn't have to be a circle. It could be just any kind of like ephemera that you have, any kind of die cut that you have laying around. But that's what you're going to need to do this project. So let me write it down. I'm just going to write it on this piece of paper here. You need 8 3x3 squares of cardstock, or sorry, squares of paper. That's the word I'm looking for. And then you need 2 circles or decorative pieces. Okay, so super easy. I'm going to show you because you're going to fold all of these pieces. You're going to fold 8 of them, and then we're going to put them together to create this star. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the pattern or how you fold on a bigger piece so it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so this piece, I actually might, hold on, because it's the same color. Hold on, let me use a different piece. This piece and all of these came from, this is called Take a Bow, and it's a 6x6 designer series paper pad, and it is all like Christmas patterns. So I'm just going to pull, yeah, that works. I want it to be like 2 different patterns so that you can see, or 2 different colors so you can kind of see the folds. But this is a 6x6 piece, which means it's going to make a really big star piece. Okay, so I definitely, like, if I was going to use 6 of the or 8 of these, it would be ginormous. Okay, so I just wanted to show you on a bigger piece, that way you can see the fold and kind of maybe take note, or even make yourself a template so that you can create this as well. So with your 6x6 piece, you're going to fold it on the diagonal. So the first fold is diagonal, and I want to line up, it's easier for me to do this if I'm holding it. I want to line up corner to corner, and then I'm going to get my bone folder and just kind of help me with the folds. Okay, so it's diagonal. Then I'm going to open it up, and my next fold is going to be with a corner, and I'm going to go in like halfway, I guess you could say, and then I want this corner piece to be completely straight. So this is the hardest part right here, is to try to get this to a point. So I got that to a point, and then I fold it, and then I'm going to do the same on this side. It helps me to do it kind of upside down, and it's going to end up kind of looking like a kite, I think. Okay, so it's kind of a kite shape. All right, so this is actually the top point of your star here. Okay, then I'm going to take this piece and this bottom piece, and I'm going to fold it up. So now I have a triangle. And I'm going to open up, and I'm going to tuck this bottom flap in. Okay, so now I have a triangle. All right, then I'm going to take one corner, and I'm going to fold it to the middle. So I'm going to fold to the middle, and then bone folder it. Okay, then I'm going to take the other corner and fold it up to the middle. So now I created that kite shape again, and I'm going to bone folder that. Okay, from here, we're almost done. There's no adhesive so far, okay? I'm going to open this up open this up, and then I'm going to tuck in this flap and kind of fold it back. Okay, so it's going to end up being like this. And then I'm going to bone folder that. Do the same on the other side. Open, open, and then I'm going to tuck up and back over. It's already like scored, folded that way, so it goes easily. Okay, then I'm going to take this bottom flap, fold it up, and this bottom flap, and fold it up. And now this is the star piece I'm going to create 8 of. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, now obviously if I made 8 of these, this thing would be like 12 inches. So if you wanted to make big giant snowflakes, which I did this demo last weekend, and one of the gals was like, ooh, I'm going to make snowflakes with this design. And she's going to make big giant ones, and I think that would be super cool. And I think she's going to use copy paper, like white copy paper. But so it would be really, really big. But we're going to do this 8 times with 3x3s. So I have already done 4, and I've already created half of our star. So I'm going to show you how to create the other half, and then I'm going to put the 2 halves together. Okay, so we're just going to do the same exact thing. Now this is a little bit challenging because this is a diagonal stripe, and the diagonal is not perfectly like corner to corner here. So it's a little harder for me to see the when I'm doing the folds and stuff, but because I've already done it 4 times, I kind of know what I'm doing. Okay, so I fold into a triangle. Then I'm going to open, and I'm going to go corner to the middle. So corner to the middle, and I'm trying to make a point down at the bottom. And trying to make the point is like really the most important part. I want to try to make this point as tight as I can, and then everything else just kind of like falls into place. So now I'm going to go back to the middle. And that point is not great. Let's see if I can fix that somehow. There. It's not perfect, but it'll work. So now I'm going to pull this flap up, and I open, tuck it in. I'm going to try to do this pretty quick so that I can get through all 4 and then show you how to put it together. Okay, so then I'm going to fold up, open, and tuck them in, open, tuck it in, and then I create my little star. So see how like one's ginormous and one's little? That's what I want. So now I'm just going to kind of bone fold this so that it's nice and tight. And I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to do 3 more, and then I'll show you how to put it together. Okay. So let's go like this. How's everybody doing? Of course, if you make one and you post it, you get a ticket. And I don't know, like, somehow you could probably incorporate this into a challenge. You could probably put this as like a decorative piece on a layout, although it's kind of big. And I don't know if you would want to put that on a card. But of course, if you make one and post it, please post it in this video thread. That way we can all see it. And once I'm done with this video, I will post pictures of both of mine when they're done. Have you started on challenges yet? What's everybody working on today? Are you working on just getting started? Are you taking a lunch break? I know it's probably lunchtime for some of you. Gosh, the clock in this room is so off. I don't know how to fix it. It's just, it says 11:48, which it's only 11:11. So I don't know why it's always off. I fix it and then it's off again. Okay, I will talk you through the next couple. I was just kind of doing this one while I was chatting. Okay, so there's star number 2. Let's bone fold this. I would say for this particular project, not having a directional pattern would work best, meaning like you don't want trees that are supposed to go up like this, because then they'd be all which way. I mean, unless you didn't really care. Okay, so I fold this in half diagonally to make a big giant triangle. And this piece I like to make sure I bone fold. And then from the side corner to the center, making a point at the bottom. The point is like the hardest part of this whole project, I think. I don't feel like it makes or breaks it, like if you don't get it pointed, because then you're just going to see a little bit of the pattern. You know, if your star is open a tiny bit, like on this one, my corner was open a little bit, you just see the pattern underneath, which looks cool too. Okay, then I take the bottom flap and fold it up to a triangle, open it up, put it in. Then I'm going to take the corner and go up to the middle, making that kite shape again on both sides, corner to the middle. Then I open, tuck, and fold back over. Open, tuck, and fold back over. And then I fold up the little pieces of my star. And I like that you see a little bit of the pattern here. Although in the grand scheme, when this is all put together, you don't see a ton of that, honestly. Okay, so there's the third one. Here's the last one, and then we'll put it together. Can you imagine if I had to do 8 of these on camera? We'd be sitting here forever. But I do want to show you how to put it together because that's part of the star. Okay, so let me fold that. And we're going to open corner to the middle, making my point at the bottom as best. Oh, that's not working very well. Okay. That's better. If you can get one, the other one comes together pretty easily. Okay, fold the bottom flap up, open and tuck it in. Number 11. I'd have to look at what number 11 is. I feel like I know in my mind, but I don't. But eating and chopping are important too. Okay, so my 2 bottom pieces, open, tuck, and fold back over. Open, tuck, and fold back over. The first couple of these that you do are a little, you know, like you have to figure it out. And then after that, it's kind of like you got the pattern, you know what you're doing. Okay, so now I have all 4 of these. Are my hands in, they would, I imagine, if I did a whole bunch of these, especially since it's kind of like little folds. So if you struggle with, like, you know, the small dexterity things, you might want to do a bigger one. But so far I'm okay. Okay, so I have 4 of these. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive only on this diamond here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one right on top and they match up. Okay, so let me show you. Hopefully this. Okay, I opened up my liquid glass, like unclogged it before I went live. So sometimes you never know. Okay, so I'm going to just set those on. I'm just lining them up right on top of each other. So this is 2 pieces together. Okay, then I'm going to put adhesive on this diamond here. The liquid works best, but you could, I guess, use tape runner too. Then I'm just going to hold it. So now I have 3. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 together, and then I'm going to put a 4th one here. And you're probably thinking, well, 3 like this and 3 would make the full star. It doesn't, because you still need, like, you need this piece. So this is like the, I don't know, I guess the corner piece. Okay, so I have my 4. So what I learned is that you want to put 4 together, And then I didn't show you this ahead of time because I didn't want to confuse you, but here's the other 4. Okay, so this is the exact same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, they are all together. And this one I did not bone fold as well, so it's kind of popping up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive here, and we're going to put this piece on here, okay? And then I'm gonna basically tuck them in like this. I'm gonna take the 2 pieces and go like this and adhere them together, if that makes sense. What I did learn is if you go all the way around, when you get to like this last piece, sometimes they just don't tuck in right or fold together right, and then it's like kind of wonky looking. So that's what I learned, is we're just gonna put 4 and 4 together and then kind of fit the pieces together like that. Yes, you are overlaying, you need 8. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 on, and then I'm going to go back and do the, yeah. I'm going to put this one on first. Maybe not. Okay, hang on. Let me put adhesive on this one. I might just have to like tuck them in and go. Okay, so. Tuck. And this one seems off. Oh, there we go. We're going to cover some stuff up too. This one doesn't seem like it fits quite as well as my last one did. So I'm going to hold that piece and then hold this piece. Okay. It looks like a hot mess, but where is that little circle piece? Oh, I'm missing it. Okay, so we're going to put this circle on the front, and then we'll put one on the back too. So we're going to go like this. So once you put the circle on, you can't tell that you had like a little bit of a wonkiness in the middle there. So this one goes on the front, and then let me find a different one for the back. Here we go. Do you have piles of like cut circles laying around, or is it just me? Hopefully it's not just me. All right, put this one on the back. The back kind of looks cool too, but I think the front looks better. Oh, and then what I would do, hold on, is I would put my ribbon here first. So I've got a little bit of green. Got green sitting here, so let's put a little bit of green ribbon. So I would put it, this is a little bit big. I would put it in there before I tucked it down. This is much bigger than the loop I have here. Yeah, a little container of circles, yeah. That's what I have too. I have just like a little pile of them sitting off to the side in different colors. And every time I cut like white, anything white die cut, if I have extra space on the paper, I'll go through and I'll just like cut a couple of circles just to have. Okay, so there is my little star. And then you can stamp on it. You can use some stickers or ephemera. I did have another one of these green pieces cut that I was planning on using, and it literally was sitting here yesterday when I did my my live video. Like legitimately it was sitting here, and now it's not here. So I might have picked it up with like a bunch of other things, but I could always go back and cover it up with something else, but I just needed to like obviously hold that in place. So this one, my ribbon ended up being between the two points, but on this one I lined it up so that it was just over a point. You could hang this on the tree as an ornament. You could put this on a gift as like a gift tag, and just on the back put like to and from. Lots of different things you could do. You could use these as decorations. You could make like a whole bunch of them and then make it into like a banner that says like, I mean, you could make it into a banner that says Noel, because you only need 4 of those. Or you could just make it into like a big giant banner and just kind of like string them. I don't know, figure out how to string them. You could clothespin them to like a twine or something like that as well. So lots of things you could do with these. The other thing I saw is I saw somebody take 3 of them. So because on the bottom it sits flat when you have 3, and they kind of stood it up and made some kind of like a stand for it for like a name tag holder. But I actually like, that wasn't really my thing. I actually like this a lot better. But you can see like the only place I put adhesive is where I glued them together, and then the rest of it just kind of like hangs out, and there's some dimension here. This actually, I don't know what happened here. Maybe that's like the top piece. Oh, that piece was, I don't know. It's a little looser than the rest of them, but it's all good. And then this one, again, you just have a little bit of dimension, which I like. And this was like in a bag. It went with me over the weekend, so it's a little messed up, but I love this design. I think it's super fun. We've done a bunch of different ornament type pieces with paper like over the years. So this is just another fun little decorative thing that you do. So again, if you make one, we would love to see it. Post a picture in this video thread. And of course you'll get tickets for that. I always do that. And I hope you're enjoying, you like my title that's just chilling here. I cut this. You know, sometimes you cut something and you're like, don't like it. But I cut it and I kind of want to keep it because maybe I'll use it some other time. But I just have things like laying around all over the place. I hope you're enjoying the challenges, and we have games coming up the rest of the day. I personally am going out to our Fresno State football game this afternoon, and then it's also my husband's birthday, so that's what we're doing for his birthday, is going out to the game. So that's why this demo is this morning, and then you have games the rest of the day, and I will see you back here tomorrow for a show and tell. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy everything, and we'll see you soon. Bye.